Oh, hey everybody, it's me, Rusty the Sports Clown. I know, I'm on my own show. Very cool, huh? Like my change of attire here. You're going to see another one here in just a little bit on the next segment. Got to stay tuned for that. It's very cool. All right, look at the time. What time is it? I don't know. Oh yeah, it's time for a sports break right over here. So let's get right to it. NBA draft. How many of you guys watched that? Yeah, I didn't. So of all the fabulous freshmen that were drafted, and of all the trades that are happening now and going to happen, yeah, nobody's caught up with Golden State yet. So it doesn't really matter what they do. It's still going to be Golden State versus probably Cleveland or maybe Boston in the finals. So yeah, why bother? Go Golden State. They're going to win it again. Just saying. Major League Baseball. How many of you guys are keeping up with this? I know some of you are. Houston and Los Angeles Dodgers. Okay, they are the two best teams in each of their respective leagues. Here's why. Okay, Houston and LA, they're the first two teams in each to win 50 games. That's pretty amazing. Now, Houston, they're like dominating. They're 10 games over and above everybody else in the American League. Whereas LA, they're only 3 games better than the rest of the pack in the National League West. That's the toughest division out there. Moving on, NFL. Okay, I was told by a female coworker that if I want more people to watch my show, I should mention other teams besides the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, then she proceeds to ask me who besides me is even a fan of the Cowboys. Well, I've got me and my one friend, so that's 2 of us, so it's very popular here. Then she proceeded to tell me that she's a Steelers fan and she's got 2 friends that are also Steelers fans, so therefore they must be more popular. Yeah, and I should mention the Steelers more often. So I decided to do some research, which basically consists of me stealing somebody else's research. So here we go. This research was done by some professor dude back east at Emory University. His name is Michael Lewis, and Emory is very popular because they created the Emory board. Yeah, you all know about that, right? Okay, this study is based on 3 factors. Factor number 1 is fan equity. Okay, now that is how much are fans willing to pay for their team's stuff, you know, like jerseys and hats and other things like that. The second factor, how many people watch their social media? You know, how many likes do they get? How many followers? All that fun stuff. Factor number 3 is road equity. Okay, how many supporters do they have when they go on the road? Is it just a couple, or are there like, you know, just a handful of people in the stands, or is it like half the stadium full of their fans? All right, well, the research shows that the Chiefs have the worst fans in the NFL. Yeah, sorry, Jeremy. That's a buddy of mine at work. He's a Chiefs fan. All right, at the other end of the spectrum, we have the Cowboys. And who's right behind them? Yeah, it's not the Steelers. Nope. It's the Patriots. And my sound guy over here, yeah, he's real happy about that because he's a Patriots guy.
Go Pats.
Yeah, see? Hear that? Probably not. We don't care. Steelers. Yeah, were they number 3? No. Were they number 4? No. They were 5th. So that's like 4 behind the Cowboys. Yeah, so there, Renee. See if I mention the Steelers again, except for, you know, when they lose to the Patriots or Cowboys. So, nah. Moving on, America's Cup stuff. How many of you guys have been keeping up with the America's Cup? Yeah, not too many, because there's like this tiny little thing in the paper that mentions it. So I don't know when people see it. All right, U.S. finally got a win against New Zealand. Okay, this series is the first team to win 7, wins the whole thing, and they take the gigantic, enormous America's Cup. Currently, they are now down 5-1 to New Zealand. Yeah, I got a feeling that by the time this show actually airs, because we're taping it early, yeah, New Zealand's going to have won the whole thing, and next time they have the America's Cup, it's not going to be in America. It's going to be down in New Zealand. Yeah, so if you want to go, start saving up for your tickets now. It's going to be down there. Kiwis are going to win it. UNM Lobo news. How many of you keep up with this? All right. At the U.S. Track and Field Championships, remember I told you that, you know, my buddy Josh Kerr, he's a Lobo sophomore guy. Yeah, he won the 1,500 meters. He's going to compete in the World Championships in London, right? Well, guess who's going with him? All right, we have former Lobo and Olympian Courtney Frerichs. How many of you guys saw her in the Olympics? She was pretty cool. She didn't win, but, you know, she was right there. Okay, she finished 2nd in the women's 3,000 meter steeplechase. Okay, this is like the same event that they do with horses, you know, where the horses, with their rider, they jump over these barriers and into water and stuff. Well, they do this without horses. Kind of like that hobby horsing thing that they do in Scandinavia, only this is more popular because all the other countries do it, not just, you know, Scandinavian countries. All right, this is also important. Okay, there's this guy, very important guy. His name, where's his name? Oh, there it is. Okay, he pole vaulted. This is a lot. Okay, Sam Kendricks. This is a lot. This is really high. He joined this thing called the 6 Meter Club. He cleared a jump of 19 feet, 8 3/4 inches. That's like taller than my sound guy. I mean, that's like way up there. I can't even imagine. Is that taller than my 2-story house? It might be. Oh well. Pay attention, he's going to do good things. More UNM stuff. Okay, UNM is spending $50,000 to an out-of-state firm to find a new athletic director for UNM. Well, stop the search. Search is over. I'm right here. I know. What do athletic directors have to do? They have to know sports. I know sports. It's in my name. Check it out. Rusty the Sports Clown. I know, it's not, other stuff clown. It's Sports Clown. So I'm the guy. And guess what? They pay the athletic director something like $400,000. So vote for me, because if I get elected to athletic director, then I get to pay my staff, and they're going to really appreciate that. So, I don't know how you vote, but, go online or something, find it. Find that search. People say, I type in my vote for Rusty. I'll get there. It's cool. They might come and interview me and stuff. I could be more famous than I already am, which is hard to believe. College World Series. Okay, again, we are filming this before it is going to be finished. So in the finals, we have LSU and Florida, who just finished out their different brackets. They're meeting up in the finals. It's a best-of-3 series. So the winner, which you're going to see, before my show airs, the winner is
the University of Florida.
Yeah, good job, team. You're awesome. You're national champs. Won the College World Series. Good job. Moving on. High school football. Guess what? This is super important to me because, I'm a big football guy, right? Okay, high school football schedules, they've just been posted. And the toughest two schedules, at least non-conference schedules, that I could find belong to the 2 teams from Rio Rancho. All right, Rio Rancho High School, check this out. They start with Mayfield. Then they go to El Paso Americas. Then they play Oñate and Clovis. Cleveland schedule. You got to see this one. Okay, Cleveland, they're going to start with Las Cruces. Then they play Centennial. Then they play, oh, I skipped one. Sorry, they start with Oñate, then Las Cruces, then Centennial, then Artesia. How tough is that? That's insanely tough. But as, my most famous wrestler guy used to say, to be the best, you got to beat the best. Woo! Or something like that. All right, we have a safety tip. Safety tips are very important. So, did you know that the river is now like 6 feet lower than it was just, a week and a half ago? I don't know where all the water went. Maybe it's all down at Elephant Butte or something. But anyway, if you like to, float on a little inner tube or ride a raft, and if you decide to jump in the water or fall in the water like some famous skippers do, here's what's going to happen. Okay, make sure you have your life vest on, and make sure that somebody's there to catch your raft and stuff. All right, coming up next, we've got Diana Butterscotch again. She's here on location at West Mesa Little League. Check it out. We'll be right back. Bye, guys.
Altitude Sports Grill is where Albuquerque's sports fans won't miss a game. With locally crafted brews on tap and refreshingly crisp cocktails. Located in Hotel Cascada, Albuquerque residents find a staycation worth staying for. Catching Lobo sports, enjoying a beer on the beach, or wiping out, Hotel Cascada is home to your urban adventure. Affordable guest rooms, no-hassle water park parties, and much more.
Hey guys, welcome back. This is the week's photo from Miss Kelly Schroeder. Pretty cool, huh? All right, stay tuned because now we're going to go to Miss Diana Butterscotch at the West Mesa Little League Fields. Hey, I think I might want to go to that. That might be cool to watch. See you in a minute. Bye.
Thanks, Rusty. For those who don't know, we here at Rusty the Sports Clown like to bring to light the achievements, accomplishments, and accolades of all our New Mexico athletes and icons. This week, we're at the West Mesa Little League fields covering the West Mesa Little League Baseball Championship game. The New Mexico's future athletes are all here, ready to... Rusty, what are you doing here?
Hey,
You're supposed to be in studio.
I know, but this is like on location, and a buddy of mine from the Red Menace that always sits in, at the football games with us, he's right over here, and his son is on this team, so I had to come and, support him and stuff.
Well, I'm kind of honored here right now because I almost feel like I'm interviewing you right now. But what I'm here for is to interview all the athletes and all the fun parents that are here ready to support their athletes. Do you want to go do that with me?
Oh, that's very cool. How about if we split it up? I'll talk to the kids and the coach, and you talk to the parents. How's that sound?
I like that idea. That's pretty much what you hired me for, right?
Yeah.
When are you going to start paying me?
What time is it? I gotta go. Oh, it's time for a sport. No, it's not. Wait, I don't know what time it is. I gotta go.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let's go talk to some people. See what they think about this game. And I am here with.
Carlos Candelaria.
James Lopez.
Rosanna Nunez.
What position does your child play in this game?
Mostly catcher. He's pretty well-rounded, so he could play just about anywhere.
He plays mostly third, short, and center.
He plays left field and pitcher.
Usually what the coaches need, they'll put him in there and where they're good at. So they'll determine that.
Is he a pretty good pitcher?
Yeah, he's a pretty good pitcher.
Okay. Is he pretty good at bat?
Yeah, he's a lefty. He's pretty good.
Does your child play any other sports?
Yeah, he does swimming, and he does track and some other. Just trying to keep him busy as much as possible. He does karate.
A kid after my own heart. I did track. What does he do in track?
He's tried long jump, but he's more of a sprinter.
Yeah, he plays golf and tennis, and that's it, I think.
Of the three, which one do you think is more of his passion?
Baseball.
Has he ever thought of pole vaulting?
Yeah, never has.
So is your child going to play in middle school or high school once he's
He'll play at high school.
high school? Okay. Have you already started talking to recruiters or anything?
Just the coaches.
He's actually going to high school pretty soon. He will be playing in high school. This is his last year of middle school.
Nice. So is he already talking to recruiters from Major League?
No.
No Major League Baseball, nothing?
No, not yet. Still too soon for that.
Right, of course. What is your favorite Major League Baseball team and his as well?
I like the Oakland A's, and he's a bandwagon fan, so he'll jump on whoever's winning.
That's a little disappointing. You haven't taught him better?
His is the Red Sox and mine is the Yankees.
Cleveland Indians.
And your son?
He likes the Dodgers.
How does that work in one household, two different favorite teams?
I just shut my mouth and I don't open it and I let him watch whatever he wants to keep the peace.
The Indians always beat the Dodgers anyway, so it don't matter.
So it's father's rule then.
There you go.
What does your son want to do when he grows up?
When he wants to grow up, he wants to be an engineer.
Sports medicine.
He's talking about being a doctor, so that's a good thing.
So he doesn't want to be Major League Baseball?
He says, but yes, I tell him keep your mindset. Got to go to school.
Yeah, that's some very good fatherly advice. You're pretty good at this. How many home runs did he hit this year?
None this year. It's a big field for these younger guys.
None. That field's too big for them.
Do you think you could home run this field?
This field? No.
If the field was shorter, how many do you think he would have hit?
Probably two.
He might be able to knock out a couple.
How far do you think he's going to take this baseball career?
Probably to at least high school or college.
Does he want to play baseball all the way through to the majors?
He would love to. That'd be his goal.
You know, he's a really good athlete and he's got a good personality and hopefully he'll get a scholarship to college and baseball and continue on. And I don't know if he wants to do majors.
What do you think his chances are?
Slim to none.
Anything else you want to add about the team or anything you want to say about the coaches?
Excellent 50-70 team this year. They have a real good chance of winning district and going to state and doing really well out there.
This is a good team. They've played together since they were, together and against each other since they were 5, so they all know each other very well.
I'm glad that you're excited because we're all excited here to be with your guys' team and supporting them in their endeavor to win. Thank you very much. I appreciate you giving me this a few minutes. Why don't we go and support your kid? We're going to go check out some other stuff and do a little interview later on. I think Rusty might take over from here.
Hey, this is Rusty the Sports Clown here live here at West Mesa Little League Fields. Guess who I've got with me? This is Andrew Baca. He is the coach of this awesome West Mesa All-Star team. Check them all out. Can you guys like scoot over this way and wave and shout and say stuff? Okay, I have some very important questions. Okay, number one, is this your favorite All-Star team?
Yes, it is.
Okay, better than like having real Yankees and real Pirates?
Oh yeah, oh heck yeah.
Wow, this guy's amazing. Okay, he likes these guys. Do you guys like him as a coach?
Oh yeah. Yes, sir. He's my dad.
Okay, this team, are they undefeated so far?
Yes, we are.
Okay, if they win today, they win.
We'll win the pennant, and we will go to Clovis to represent for the state tournament.
Very cool. If they win state, what do they do then?
We will go to regionals, which is in Grand Junction, Colorado.
If they win in Grand Junction, where do they go then?
We will go to the World Series, which is in Half Moon, California, Livermore, California.
Okay, so I've got to, get my vacation time. When is that one going to happen?
Probably the second week of August.
Okay, you guys heard that. Second week of August, we got to go to California, okay? Because these guys are all going to be there. First, they're going to win here tonight. Then they're going to go to Clovis. Then they're going to go to Grand Junction. Then they're going to go to Half Moon something or other.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Livermore.
Livermore in Half Moon, California. Can't miss it. It's right next to Full Moon, California. Okay, who are the stars of your team other than everybody? Do you have like anybody, who's your best pitcher, most dominant guy?
It's too hard to pick. We're all really solid. We're a solid 13 group of kids.
Does everybody pitch on the team?
Out of the 13, 12 of us do.
Holy cow. Okay, out of 13, 12 of you pitch. So who does not pitch? I see one guy. Are you the catcher?
Hi.
Very cool. So we have 12 pitchers and one catcher. So if they're all pitching at the same time, is that kind of tough?
Yeah, that's really tough. I don't know what to do. I would need a lot of gloves.
Okay, here is, one of those parent questions. As a parent, do you let these guys throw curves and, their pitch counts, and do you let guys, how does that work?
Not with. I like to limit the off-speed pitches. I teach the boys to throw a good fastball. We establish the fastball. We work the fastball. Every now and then, I would say if a boy throws 60 pitches, we may call 7 to 8 curveballs. I teach the knuckleball, which doesn't put too much stress on the arm. So we throw a lot of off-speed, throw a lot of changeups. But as for the curveball, maybe 2 a game, if that. It's not really too much. And I always chat with the parents and say, can I teach your son how to throw a curveball? And if they say no, then I'll show them how to throw a changeup. But if they want to, we'll work it in slowly, and because they don't need to learn how to throw a curveball yet. They're still developing, and their arms should be growing. And then once they've established how to throw a fastball, then you can you can use your other pitches to work off your fastball.
Okay, I've heard arguments both ways as far as letting these guys throw curves and not throw curves, and how it can ruin some kid before they even get to high school and things like that.
This shouldn't be the limit. This shouldn't be the limit of their baseball life. They should be able to go on to high school and take their ability to college and beyond. So.
Okay, terrific. I've got just a couple more questions, and this is going to be directed to the guys. Okay, who is your favorite coach of all the coaches standing here?
My dad.
Baca.
This one? My dad.
Okay, of all the coaches standing here.
Oh, Coach Andrew.
Okay, good answer. Okay, of all the clowns that are standing here, who is your favorite? And my name is Russ.
Yeah, you're the man.
Buckets.
Buckets.
Buckets? Buckets is the best clown? Okay, wait a minute. If you're a clown, you have to honk the horn. Okay, he's the best clown. All right, we established that. On the count of 3, I want you guys all to say, go West Mesa. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Go West Mesa!
Good luck, guys, and we will see you in Clovis, and then Grand Junction, and then Half Moon, whatever it is, California. Thanks, guys. Bye.
See ya. Bye, guys.
Wow, guys, wasn't that amazing? Okay, how many of you know the final score? I do. It was 15-4. Good job, West Mesa. West Mesa moves on. They're going to go play in Clovis. But guess what I'm going to do right now? Miss Diana Butterscotch is here to chat with me about the game again. Come on. Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Hi. Do you want to have a seat? Oh, wait.
What? I'm nervous.
Who took the pillow? Somebody's hiding it.
This is so unprecedented. Oh, I got a pillow. Aw. I don't think Carlton even gets that, does he?
No, of course not.
But let's talk about the game.
Let's
okay?
do that.
The game was exciting.
Okay, you were there. You saw all of it. It was amazing.
It was. We got quite a few. We got some footage of them throwing, of them hitting the ball, them running this way and running that way. It was very compelling. The West Mesa team, they're just adorable. I mean, I loved watching them.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, where are they going to go next?
They're going to go to Clovis, right?
And then where are they going to go? Do you remember this part?
No, I don't remember that.
They're going to go to Grand Junction after that. You know why?
Why?
Because once they win in Clovis, that's the state championships. Then they're going to go to Grand Junction, which is regional championships.
Wow.
Then when they win that, where are they going? You don't know that either, do you?
No, that's why I'm the understudy and you're the sports clown.
They're going to go to this really cool place. Livermore, Half Moon, something or other in California. Yeah.
Right, okay.
But it's in California, so what do we do?
Just go.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah, she still doesn't get it right. Just go! All right, well, I think that's all we have for today. Do you have anything more to add?
No, I mean, I like puppies.
All right, well, here's the deal. Come back right after the break because we're going to do the prognostication segment. And my guest prognosticator is Mr. Carlos Candelaria. Stay tuned. It's going to be cool. See you in a minute. Bye.
Bye.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network. Garden Sort's Team Sales is a proud supporter of Proview Sports Network.
Get into the game. Garden Schwartz Team Sales features fine products and apparel from Wilson, Schutt Sports, Speedline, and Russell Athletics. We offer custom embroidery and screen printing services for all of your school or club needs, from team uniforms to school letter jackets. Specializing in all sports and serving all communities, from big schools to small schools, from up north to down south, or all points in between. Garden Schwartz Team Sales. For great prices, friendly staff, and quality products, call Garden Schwartz Team Sales today at 1-800-880-7767. That's 1-800-880-7767. Since 1939, Garden Schwartz Team Sales is a proud supporter of New Mexico youth athletics.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for coming back after the break. This is our world-famous prognostication segment where we prognosticate on a very important basis. And for today's episode, I brought in two very important prognosticators. I brought in Mr. Carlos Candelaria and the wonderful Mr. Daniel Candelaria. They might even be related to each other. Are you guys?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's start with Mr. Carlos. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
This is my son. I've coached him in Little League since he was in T-ball. I work with water, and I basically just take care of my family.
Very cool. So, water is very important when it's hot like this. So, we need this guy around. All right, Mr. Daniel, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I play baseball for the West Mesa Little League All-Stars, and I do a YouTube channel, the highlight reel with Daniel and Aiden.
Very cool. So, hey, if you want to check that out, that's where you find it. Go to Daniel and Aiden, and, they'll show highlights and stuff. So, he got a note. Guess what it says? Said to smile. He wasn't. All right. We're going to prognosticate first with Major League Baseball because, that's the big boys, and then we'll work our way to other things. Starting with the Oakland A's versus the Atlanta Braves. Now, you're wearing a Raiders shirt, so I'm going to guess, you're kind of fond of that part of the country?
I definitely am.
Well, are you from there originally or something?
I'm not born and raised in Albuquerque, just been a West Coast fan and keep all my teams in California.
Okay. All right, so Oakland A's and Atlanta Braves. Who's your pick there?
The Braves are pretty brave, but I'm definitely going with the Oakland A's.
Okay, good choice. Mr. Daniel, how about you?
I'm going to go with the A's winning the first game and the Braves winning the rest.
Wow. Are you an A's fan?
Yes.
And he's rooting against his own team. That is hard to believe. Huh. Okay, I'm going to go with the Braves because, nothing braver than a brave guy, right? Yep, okay, so Braves are going to beat the A's because they're brave. That's my choice. We're going to move on. Canadian football. Do you guys know much about Canadian football?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Nope.
Okay, Canadian football, it's a lot like American football. The only difference is they get to have an extra guy on each side of the field. Plus, instead of having 4 downs to get a first down, they only get 3. So a lot of times they, run 2 plays and they have to punt. They still go 10 yards and the field is wider and bigger, and you get to have like half your team in motion running up towards the line of scrimmage before the snap. Other than that, it's the same. Pretty similar, right?
Pretty close.
Okay, pretty close. All right, our first game is going to be the Montreal Alouettes versus the Edmonton Eskimos. Who do you think, Carlos?
I'm going to have to take the Eskimos. It's got to be pretty cold up there, so I'm sure they're used to the conditions, and I think that's going to edge them over the Alouettes.
That sounds like a pretty good pick. How about you, Daniel?
I'm going to go with the Alouettes because I don't know what Alouette means.
Very good. You know what? I like his pick. I don't know what one is either. And, it's summertime kind of up there in Canada, or is it always winter? Do you know if it's always winter in Canada?
It's like summer for a week.
Okay, summer for a week, and this might be the middle of their summer, so, I can't pick an Eskimo in the middle of summer. So I'm going to pick whatever an Alouette is, just like Daniel. Okay, that's our pick. Moving on, we have another Canadian football game. You're not going to believe this one. the BC Lions. That's British Columbia. That's West Coast. So I don't know if you're a West Coast guy or not, but, you know, BC Lions versus the Toronto Argonauts. Who do you pick in this one?
I'm going to go with the Lions.
West Coast. All right. Daniel, how about you?
I'm going to go with the Lions because they're just as good as the Detroit Lions.
Wow. I like his reasoning. And because of his reasoning, I'm going to have to pick the Argonauts. Because if they're just as good as our Lions aren't very good. So go Argonauts, whatever an Argonaut is. Is that like French for astronaut? Our sound guy, he knows everything. Do you know?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Okay, very good answer. All right, next game that we're going to pick, well, it's the Isotopes game, but first I got to mention this. I went to the Isotopes game this last week when they played Chihuahua. Okay, that's the El Paso Chihuahuas, not, you know, Chihuahua, Mexico, El Paso guys. Okay, it's the El Paso Chihuahuas, little doggy guys. Okay, I watched that game. Start of the game, it was 102 degrees at 7 o'clock at night. Yeah, it was toasty. So, had to go down and get some refreshments, some liquid stuff, water and things. You know what they don't carry there? They don't serve cream soda. I asked everybody, do you have cream soda? Do you have cream soda? No, we have Pepsi. Psh, losers. I wanted to have cream soda, so instead I stuck with water. Because, you know, Carlos is a water guy. He said, always go with water. It's good for you. So I did. All right, guess what? We're going to talk about the Isotopes. They're going to play the Tacoma Rainiers this weekend. Who do you think is going to win that one?
I'm definitely a hometown baseball guy, so I got to go with the Isotopes to win.
Isotopes, good pick. Daniel, how about you?
It's going to be a very close game. I'm going to go 9-6. Go with the Isotopes.
Wow, throwing us a score and everything. That's a good choice. I'm going to pick the Topes also because the Topes are in second place right now. We're going to get back into first. Tacoma's like down there a ways. So, go Topes. All right, we're going to move on a little bit. We're going to talk NFL football. Here's what's going on in the NFL. Okay, you have this team out west in Oakland called the Raiders. You know, they wear this thing like what's on his shirt. They've got a quarterback, Derek Carr. They just gave him a $125 million contract. That's like 25 a year. That's amazing. I could, you know, almost get by on that. How about you?
It'd be tight, but I think I can manage.
Yeah, okay. Well, because he's a Raiders fan, we're going to talk about the Raiders. Their first preseason game, believe it or not, is against the Arizona Cardinals. Who do you think is going to win that one?
Let me think about that for a second. It's got to be Raiders all day.
Raiders. Okay, he picked Raiders. Who do you think is going to win?
I think the Raiders are going to win because they have Derek Carr and Marshawn Lynch.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Okay, guess what? They're both wrong. I know. Here's why. Arizona Cardinals, they're going to win this one because those two starters they just mentioned, Carr and Lynch, they're only going to play the first series. So then it's going to be all backups after that. So we'll get to see a whole bunch of people that nobody's ever heard of. And I think Arizona's nobodies are better than the Raiders' nobodies. That's how I'm going to pick this one. Yeah, you know, even though it doesn't matter because it's preseason. Who cares? Moving on. Okay, Australian rules football. You guys know about that?
I've heard of it.
It is bizarre. It's like a cross between rugby and soccer and, you know, who knows what else. It's craziness. All right, team I always pick, the Adelaide Crows. They are going to play the Carlton Blues. Now, Carlton. Is that like our Carlton Buttons guy? Maybe he's down there in Australia already. We don't know. Maybe the team's named after him because he's so sad because he's not on ESPN and stuff that, you know, they named it after him. Carlton's Blues, so are we. Carlton Blues. I don't know. Anyway, I always pick Adelaide, and everybody knows why, but I'm going to tell these guys after they make their picks. Adelaide and Carlton. Who do you think is going to win? Carlos?
Guess I'm going to go with Carlton. I guess blue's one of my more favorite colors.
Okay, that's a good choice. Daniel?
I'm going to go with the Crows because Blues will probably be crying because they get hit and knocked out.
Very good. All right. Now, here is some information that only Rusty the Sports Clown knows. Okay. Who plays for the Adelaide Crows? Everybody that watches my show knows this. Hugh Greenwood, former Lobo. He's not playing basketball anymore. He's playing Australian rules football, and he's beating up other people. Okay, another reason to pick Adelaide is because they are ranked second right now, and the Adelaide Blues are like second to last. Horribleness. All right, that is my choice, Adelaide. These guys have picked the Blues. We're going to see what happens. All right, stay tuned because coming up right after this is the Steve Davis Show. So, Daniel and Carlos, guys, thanks again for helping me out. Follow us on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me wherever you want to follow me, and share all of it because, you know, that's how we get more famous because it's very cool. All right, you guys have anything to say before we go?
Go West Mesa, take state.
Go West Mesa and like and subscribe.
Very cool. Go West Mesa, go Lobos, and just go. All right, that's all we got. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.